Everyone loves to eat, whether it's fried rice, surf and turf, a garden salad, or a fruit roll-up. Devouring food is a necessary and enjoyable part of every day. According to the USDA, the average adult American eats between 1,500 and 2,000 pounds of food each year. That means, as a collective, we digest 450 billion pounds of food in just 365 days.
The green pastures, red barns, and happy farmers seen on supermarket packaging want consumers to believe that our food system still operates as it did 100 years ago. However, if you take a deeper look, if you actually attempt to follow your fruit roll-up back to the place of its origin, the image at the end of your journey will come nowhere close to resembling rustic, charming farms. If you take the time to look, as we did in our Going Locavore class this semester, you may be horrified at how far our food system has come from that farm-to-table tradition. It may even prompt you to change your eating habits, to try and find a way back to an arrangement where your food comes with a story, comes from friendly hands, or directly from your backyard.
I think the main difference here is ours come right off the tree and they're brought right into the store. So the customer actually gets to touch them, grab them, feel them, and pick which one they want. They're not packaged in bags that the customer has to purchase 3 pounds and has to take whatever's in the bag. Ours do not go through any waxing process, which a lot of the supermarkets require now. So ours come fresh right from the orchard. We actually will sell all ours out by the end of the year. So we will not put any chemicals on or anything for storage. So like apples you buy later in the year, they have to put a special Smart Fresh package onto them.
Our story begins with a question.
Is our current system of food growing, food distribution, and food consumption healthy, equitable, and sustainable? To learn more about this, we traveled to cornfields and vegetable gardens. We learned about feedlots and pastures, about food miles and farmers markets, about confined animal feeding operations and community-supported agriculture.
We learned about tractors and horses, about chemical and organic fertilizers, about additives and added values, about agripreneurs and Monsanto.
We traveled to local farms, heard their stories, and worked in their fields. We read and read and read, and we quickly realized how this question could easily take a lifetime to answer. So we decided to narrow it down to one essential idea: taste. Then we attempted to find out a little bit more about how much our peers here at St. Lawrence know about the food they eat.
This is a test to see if having the knowledge about the food you eat affects the way it tastes.
So we have a little taste test here in front of you guys. There are 2 different types of apple and honey and 2 different types of apple cider. And we simply want you guys to start off with the apples.
The results from the blind test surprised us a bit. Without knowing the origins of the honey apples and the cider, the subjects had to rely on the taste that they were used to.
In the end, our results were close to even across the board. Just as many people unknowingly preferred the Price Chopper selection as they did the local variety.
The only group who accurately guessed which combination was local and which was not had grown up eating locally sourced produce.
Their taste buds could recognize the authenticity.
What are your thoughts on local food? Do you know anything about it? Or would you just rather go to Price Chopper and pick up apples and honey because it's easier?
No, I'm all about the local food. I think it's something that we definitely need to shift towards, and it's preferable, especially up in the North Country, when we have the resources to do so.
Perfect. One of the things that we noticed in our taste testing was that people actually said that the Stop and Shop apples tasted better because they were crunchier. I mean, what?
That's some of the chemicals you can put on
the sealing.
Yeah, it actually helps keeps the apple crisper. But it's, I guess it goes back to that question: if you want more additives on your food.
Yeah. You can get an apple at the grocery store any time of the year.
Right, and that to do that, you have to put your apples into cold storage in a controlled atmosphere where they pump in nitrogen, suck out the oxygen, basically put the apple to sleep.
How long can one last in there?
For a couple of years.
Today we're going to ask you guys to judge for us purely on taste which variety of apple and honey and apple cider you like the most. This is our open test, so we're going to tell you exactly where it's from. The first thing I'd like you guys to try is a apple from, this is a Empire apple from Kneb Orchards in Messina, which I went and grabbed before Thanksgiving. And then this is a local wildflower honey from Lawrenceville, which I got from Nature Storehouse. So we're going to put a little, it's this side, Tommy, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to put a little bit of honey on the apple for you guys. The next combination, we have our Empire apples from Price Chopper, which Tommy purchased today. Ballard Farms. It's in New York, but we don't know how old it is. The honey is the pure, natural, clear value honey.
That one seems like more like artificial.
I can tell a big difference in the honey. I think.
You like it more?
You can tell this is all natural and that's processed.
Oh really? I just thought that was sweeter.
Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, that's definitely.
But you also have to
Smell
think,
it, check it out. You can have it.
is it the same type of honey though? Because it doesn't say on the back what it is.
Pure
It
natural.
says a wildflower honey. So there's all different types of honey.
Yeah.
I mean, but you can definitely tell.
Do not feed honey to infants under 1 year.
So, we've got something for you guys to wash that down with.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we're treating you real nice. This first variety of apple cider is the Sweet Tango apple cider, pasteurized from Ballard Farms, which is the same place as apples came from. The second variety of apple cider is the same apple cider that they serve in Dana. This is from Kneb Orchards, the same place from where that apple's from, in Messina. I bought this a week and a half ago, and it's been sitting in the Habitat for Humanity fermented just a tad.
Oh,
So you might taste that a little bit.
You can even tell by the color of it that something's off when you're comparing them. The first one tastes like Mott's natural.
That's what it says. It tastes like
Yeah,
juice.
additives in there.
Yeah.
Well, definitely I would go
Get a
with the
shot of the
natural.
additives.
Potassium sorbate.
Probably for
Added to preserve
holding.
freshness.
Yeah. This is gross.
Yeah, that's real.
No thanks.
I've never seen anything like that before. It's not even apple juice. Like some people sell.
It's 100% apple on it.
It says that. But it's obviously.
I would go with I would buy the local just because season-wise, much better flavor. I like the freshness of it. That one's too sweet for me.
Any thoughts you guys have on local food and you know how you feel about it?
I'm all for it as long as the price is right.
Last year, I was in Tommy's FYP, and my friend and I tried to eat local for a week. So we didn't eat from the dining halls, and if we had to, we ate like organic. It was really hard, like extremely hard, but it was like awesome.
What week of the year did you do it?
It was like October, like last year. So it was a good time. Yeah. So
Where'd you get most of your food from?
we went to the farmers market and then we went to the nature store. Yeah, it was a really cool experience.
But difficult.
Oh my god, so hard.
Yeah.
Plus it cost a lot.
But when I went to get these apples from Kneb Orchards, I talked to Ed Kneb, and I paid $12 for this peck of apples, which was about 20 apples, and then this cider, and then he gave me another half quart of cider and a whole nother pack of just assorted apples for free. Just because I told them about the project, and you know, so you don't get that service when you go to Price Chopper.
I went to Price Chopper today, told them I was doing this project, see if I can interview someone. They wouldn't talk to me. Yeah.
Did you ask for a manager?
I did, and they called them on the phone, but didn't show up.
Our test results revealed exactly what we had suspected from the beginning. Knowing where your food comes from and how it is raised plays an important role in how that food tastes.
The first test concluded with scattered results. Without knowing anything about the food they were eating, our subjects often disagreed with their preferences.
The second test produced very different results. Once informed about their choices, the subject unanimously chose the local option. Their reasons range from freshness to community to the environment. However, a peer and popular pressure could have influenced their decision. At the moment, eating local is cool.
Though our test was not perfect, we did confirm a positive trend. Everyone knew about and supported the local food. When asked about cost, however, our subjects often became defensive. No matter how enthusiastic you are about local, farm-fresh agriculture, it seems the power of purse still rules in the end.
At least we know that the added value of a story and the idea of helping out your neighbor make the food taste that much better.
So, what do you think of those apples? Would you buy them? Just by looking at them? Do you know where they're from?
New York State.
New York State. Do you know how old they could be?
No.
No. If you knew that they were up to 3 years old, would you still want to buy them, or would you go buy? So you'll buy local apples,
Right.
even if they're $1 or $2 more?
Well, we're already buying apples that are more expensive, so.
So you would prefer local apples over
Right.
these apples. All right.